My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Curse of the Dead Gods. So we have now completed our Serpent Temple in the hard dungeons. However, it feels like we should probably swap out some of these blessings if we're going to be going into the next. The primary reason for that is because, well, I'm not going to remain unhit in the hard version of the Eagle Temple for that long. So let's see what we can do instead. Indomitable, I feel like I handle my own anti-attrition relatively commonly enough that this isn't necessarily the way I want to go with it. We have Tamok's Breath. Your physical attacks, non-elementary, have a 50% chance to turn into fire attacks, so we can fire out there more consistently. All damage taken is reduced by 20% while in the light. In Fury, when you take damage, gain 5 Constitution at the start of the exploration, 1 Constitution at the beginning of each room if your HP is below 50% of its maximum. I don't want to have to hang around there just to try and get more Constitution. I like the idea of having a Constitution heavy run, it's just that doesn't seem to be a good way to achieve that. Successful parry, stun all enemies in a larger radius. Gear found in chests or dropped by enemies has a chance of being a higher quality. I mean, if I'm not going to be funding a lot of my explorations and things like that. Sorry, if I'm not going to be able to fund a lot of my upgrades with the money that I get from Reptilian Hunger and Sishal's treasures giving me more perception, well, suddenly I rely more on the equipment that I pick up, so Divine Perception seems like a good pick there. The Will of Sishal. Your corruption threshold increases from 100 to 120 at the start of your exploration. I like this as well, because then I have the ability to use my blood to purchase more things. Greed kills restore 1 more stamina is always nice. But maybe I do take one of the parry things. Maybe I take Yacht's Wrath. Successful parries channel the power of the wind, stunning all enemies in a larger radius. Let's do that. It's a bit of a weird set right there, but it might be exactly the one that we need to win. We have Abnegation's Beltsalok's Blade here. Negative 50% chance, or damage rather, against uninjured enemies. But plus 30% base damage for every other cursed weapon equipped. We have no others there. The other items aren't particularly interesting. There's a Scorpion Spear in this set, as well as Silver Stars that have good modifiers on them, but bad base damage, so do the modifiers really overcome that? I think we just take these. Get the Chromatic Knives. I haven't really used these much at all. But none of my options are particularly high in damage, so take what you can get, I suppose. I'm definitely starting here. We'll go 2 gold rooms. It's just whether or not I then go for a weapon then upgrade, or stats and then a better path thereafter. It also includes an upgrade, but it doesn't include, necessarily at least, a weapon pickup. Just gonna stay as safe as I can while trying to polish these enemies off. Yeah. Of course, that was a trap. Whoop. Hello, maybe this is more lucrative than the other direction. Oh, come on. That was bad. Okay, we got you to knock down that wall for us at the absolute least. I'm gonna try and do a lot more parrying, because, like, you know, I'm gonna lose my greed kills regularly. In between rooms, in between battles in the same room. It's gonna happen. So what do I have to be scared of? The damage? Yeah, I definitely have the damage to be scared of. That's definitely true, but a lot of the hesitation prior was just about losing the value. And we don't lose value necessarily. Oh, this is actually going to be a good opportunity as well. I really want to work in more experience parrying the Blade Masters specifically. Okay, so the area of effect for Yatz's Wrath, the stun for all enemies when you hit a parry, is apparently quite low, I think is what we just saw there. Nice. I'll point out, because this is the shield that does the 25% auto parry. I'll point out when it's auto parrying, and I guess I'll just remain silent when I'm doing it myself. Which is my way of saying that all that was me. There's the weakness on you. Okay, so they get stunned by the lightning strike. Got it, got it, got it. This one's not an exit. Oh, it is an exit! I failed that trap room, something fierce. There we go. I just need a little bit more patience there. Got him. Oh gosh, I hope that I wasn't supposed to use them to try and open a door over the other side. Please don't tell me I was supposed to use them to open a door on the other side. Okay, I tried 2 times there, my friend. There we go. Good news, I don't think I had to use them to open the door on this side. You get 10% of the blood offering cost. Honestly, that's kind of fine. I went for negative corruption, but I could have gone either which way, though. Really would have liked a chest, though. I think it's likely I just upgrade the chromatic knives. They're plus 20% damage against uninjured enemies, right? Yeah, that's not a good modifier. Oh well. Okay, so each combo they're deciding a new element to be. There we go. I should be trying to parry some ranged attacks. That's something I don't do commonly. That I would like to get a little bit more comfortable with. Wait a second. A single source of damage you take can exceed 15% of max HP. So nothing can do more 150 damage to me? I think I do want that one, actually. The reason I want that is largely because I have no constitution yet. So 15% of the lowest amount of HP you can have seems like it's going to be more readily applicable. And then, of course, we're also in hard mode, so enemies are dealing more damage, so it's going to be a lot more valuable than it otherwise would have been. Didn't really seem a useful thing, almost at all, ever, to pick up in the base mode, but here? Good. Yep, that's what I get for trying to parry. Plus 20, plus 30% damage in darkness and through decks. It's got to be good enough. A lot of the time I don't find enemies in darkness because if I set them on fire, they are in light, and if I set them... I guess set them is not the word right word here, rather. But if I electrocute them, they also end up on fire. I'll be honest, it feels like I'm kind of just working my way directly towards the grave right now. I'm, I think, rightfully quite worried. There we go. Get parried. The area of effect here is very small. Doesn't really feel like I'm stunning all enemies in any sort of radius. Still can't argue with a flawless completion for room. Especially with that many parries. 10% extra base damage? Sure. I just don't have many ways currently to scale my damage, so I kind of have to take anything I can get. If I'm going to pick up a weapon at this point, we pick it up on the new floor so that it's actually a level 2 weapon rather than picking up a level 1 weapon that I have to immediately upgrade on the start of the next floor in order to actually get the same amount of value out of. Seven points of dex, no points of anything else. I know, that would have been good for opening traps, but... I just think I'm currently a lot more concerned about living. So we'll take the 4% max HP that it offered. On weapon. Oh, it's a relic. Ooh, plus 200% of the green time kill. I like that. One dang heck of a lot. Ooh, that was a stat room as well? Okay, it's a stat room leading into another stat room. If I can actually afford the second level of stats here without having to dip into my savings, i.e. my corruption. I don't know, maybe there's sweeter horizons. No, I need the shield. Also, I need the HP from trashing that weapon there, so... makes it a pretty simple decision for us. Right, of course, Eagle Heads are doing a gust of wind rather than their basic attack. Gonna have to keep that in mind. That gust of wind could actually really ruin our day. Hey! That was so rude! That was like on the tippy tip of the sword! What? I need more health. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to afford that. But I need as many advantages as I can get right now. I'm liable to die in this boss fight. Come on. Let's kill you while you are charging your lightning beam so I can finally see your special weapon and also unlock it. I wanted them to reposition pretty badly there. No, don't reposition towards your other weapons. Thank you. Reposition away from them. Gosh, I do so little damage. Oh, well, that's not gonna qualify for the champion weapon there. Alright, what do we have here? Ooh. It's fine. I could take that. Definitely taking the +6 there. Yeah, I guess I already have a ranged weapon in my throwing knives. They have upgraded those 1 level, so I don't know, who knows? Maybe they do come along for the long ride. Maximum stamina reduced by 1 at the very start of a floor, leaving me with the maximum amount of time in between me and removing this. Cool. I decided to try and parry that. That's why I suddenly took that random ranged hit. Oh my god. Actually managed to parry all 3 of those? Well. Not gonna manage to parry that one. Okay, we're under 20 minutes. Let's have another go at that. And you know what? I'm actually gonna take the Constitution one. I feel like I do exit rooms under 50% of HP consistently, and while I don't want to put myself there to be able to take advantage of it, I should probably take advantage of it if I am in that position anyway. Gosh. I don't really want to drop Yatz's Wrath, but I also don't think it has been particularly useful for us. There you go, Tamok's Bones. Get him, Tamok. Ooh, speaking of getting him, Desperation, Beltalot's Scepter. Offhand combos deal critical damage on the Dragon Sleeve gun there as well. And base damage increases by percentage of your missing HP, and we can be safer on a lower percentage of missing HP if we have a bunch of Constitution. Maybe that's the play. Deals critical damage when only 1 enemy is nearby, as well as the Ceremonial Dagger. I mean, Ceremonial Dagger has significantly less value for us specifically, so yeah, let's get Desperation. I kind of feel it too. Okay. If you want me to get a bunch of stats early on, I'm gonna get a bunch of stats early on then. So we're all on the same page. I do less damage to undamaged enemies, so I wanted to make sure that I open that with some damage. I feel like that enemy is actually probably going to be necessary for knocking down something over here. You know what? I'm going to lose this greed kill just so I can get this. probably worthwhile, especially if there is a chest in here, and it seems like that's likely. Beautiful. There you go. Claws of Evisceration. God, I actually really do want that, actually. Nope. More damage per active curse. Okay, how did that not hit you if I got hit by that other one the other time, huh? Okay, that one was pretty good, though. % of damage taken in gold. No, I'm taking the point of constitution there. Hell yeah. Now comes the key question. Should I start damaging myself down to half HP so that I can get a point of constitution every single time I leave the floor? I feel like I shouldn't do that without an anti-attrition plan already in mind. I need to have a plan for how I survive should I go into a room with half of my HP and then suddenly, uh-oh, oh no, the enemies are also hitting me now. Now I'm on 2% of my HP. How am I going to get back to HP-ness, having a large amount of HP? Each green kill removes a corruption. That's really good, considering the whole 120 threshold and the fact that we do take corruption. Okay, that one's definitely leading. Perfect. Just trying to find which of these are not leading to dead ends. Dang, I still don't have my sneeze, cough, mute button set up. My toggle. Today is an admin day, though, so I'll probably try and set that. Ah! Hey! What was that? Not only did I try and roll there, I also definitely fired my shot before him. It didn't show on screen. I don't know, it felt like I was locked into a thing for a lot longer than I needed to be there. Can you stop, please? Well, we just took a lot of corruption to enemy attacks there, and no parry worked at all for the absolute life of me. Yeah, now I have to buy all of this. This is already slipping out of our control. Definitely got to go over in this direction. We're looking at upgrading the cursed weapon. No. No, I don't want that healing there, thank you. Get him. As long as we get the reliquary down, so I don't have to take any corruption from any of these, more than happy. No! Stop! There we go. Finally put an end to all that. Alright, I need to find more anti-attrition because I am just going to be taking hits while I'm completing these rooms. I need to have the ability to actually get my HP back up too. Desperation. The Scepter gets an upgrade here. We also pick up another curse, which gets another upgrade for the scepter. It just picked up a lot of damage. Ah! Some stamina reduction again! Between this and the perfect rolls no longer give you stamina restoration, but you have a larger window on them, which also changes their timing, which I don't necessarily like. Yeah, between those, I feel like I'm constantly getting the worst things. What percent of gold offering amount, honestly? That's pretty good. How often are we going to actually be able to utilize it? Very likely uncommonly, especially considering, look at that hit right there. 100% of damage taken in gold. You know what? That might actually be good for us. That could actually be pretty significant income. Try and prepare myself to parry this guy. Oh, maybe it's just because I had a shield before when I was parrying them, but stats again. Still have to spend all of my blood if I want to get another higher level of it. I am also incentivized to try and get a couple levels of curse early, so that I'm doing some damage with my scepter here. Finally had the constitution gain go off. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll take the bonus to crit damage. Wait, my finisher is not necessarily crit damage here? Okay, never mind. That bonus to crit damage now feels squandered. Anything in this room we need collect? Doesn't look like it. Thank you for having very, very simple trap rooms out here. Leaving us with the ability to pillage and loot quite easily. Wait, this one up here first. Okay, maybe we can heal with the blood offering now. And then I gotta kill you without taking any damage. I hope that's enough. Nope. Not even close. Each Greed kill removes 2 corruption. Very, very powerful kind of thing, specifically for us. Because we're constantly paying blood. It just seems like the best way for us to handle having an ongoing economy. As much as I want to remove the Eagle Trap limitation here, the curse that I have to remove is almost certainly the Deadly Obsession. One less maximum stamina is just so hard to deal with. Gonna slap you around for a bit. Wait for you to reposition from there. Or just wait for the orbs to reposition their way away from you. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Still don't really love the area denial bosses, but I am feeling a lot better with them as I get more confident at them. They feel a lot less cheap, I guess. as I get more confident with them. Okay, so he did manage to kill it while it was throwing out its lightning there. Come on. Come on. Come on. I want to see this bow. Ooh, that doesn't look like it dropped. All right. Dragon Sleeve Gun did, though. A higher level than the one we currently have. Yeah, I think I should take the healing here, though. Also 100% to healing effects. Hilarious. Showing that to me immediately after I just did something that was a big healing effect. I could have just held that relic. Oh, it would be good. I definitely should have looked at both first. I neglected to, and that is my mistake. Whoopsie. Doopsie. Whoopsie, and a doopsie too. I think there's a reasonable chance that we go over here and then just try and go through all of these challenge rooms to try and pick up enough money to then upgrade our thing. You know, the thing. The scepter a couple times they're over. Not consistently going to be parrying here, I don't think. I say, as I immediately choose to parry. Just not going to do it consistently, is what I meant, which means I'm going to fail a couple of them. That's all I was referring to. Right. This is a trap room of some kind. Ooh. That works for me. Get bullied. Yeah, I'll take the Sky Hammer. Especially with 30% extra damage to each champions and bosses. A far easier time staggering them. Again, shows us the secret rooms, the thing that I keep saying every single time. Gain 100% of damage taken in gold. I mean, look, that is relevant to us. It's just all of these are also relevant to... Well, I guess Onyx Shards is probably the least relevant to us. Sure, I'll drop that. Woo. Get him, heavy weapon! Thank you. Thank you. +1 level on cursed weapons. And it comes with 7 constitution to boot. Yep. Yep. It's definitely something we take. That's just... We transformed this into an upgrade shrine. Bloodlust. Well, I mean, look, I do need healing. I need money less. So maybe Bloodlust is exactly what I want in this run. Maybe. I know that I do need to do this challenge room regardless, though. Gosh. I really need the Blade Master down. If I wasn't so psyched out about trying to actually respond to those Blade Masters, I think I would have had a much better fight there. But I'm entirely psyched out. They got me. 31 Constitution. Yeah, that last attack with the hard commit just... It leaves us there so long that the ranged enemies just have free shots on us. There's very little we get to do to them. Good Lord, speaking of very little we get to do to them. There you go. Okay, with just you and I here, I should be able to bully you pretty effectively. And it seems so. Storm's Bulwark. I do really want a shield for parrying. And a shield that triggers a lightning strike on parried melee enemies. Yep. 2 perception. Yeah, I mean, that would have been nice. Still think I prefer this, though. Shrine's just up here. Or we have a whole nother room. One or. This trap room's actually a lot easier because the orbs aren't bending it like Beckham all the way around the arena here. Oh wow, that doesn't even reach the runic egg in the middle of the room. Nice. Well, no clue which reason I would take either direction here still, so just take the one that looks the prettiest to me. Yeah, this does not seem to have been the value-dense path, I'm gonna guess. Gonna go out on a limb here and say that was probably the other one. Although, need evade corruption from that here. There was a relic in the middle of the room, which is more than I was kind of expecting here. The Arsenal to Charles' favors are paid for. And did that not get us anything back? Healed 12% of the gold offering amount. I paid 2,000 in there, and then I also have plus 100% to all healing effects. Oh, Bloodlust. All regular healing effects are disabled, except those coming from blood. Well, I know what happened now. Did you see the tracking on that baby's attack there? It's not even the elite version of the baby. At least we got decent income from here. Unfortunately, we did lose a decent amount of HP right back, unfortunately. These upgrades might try and take us all the way to too much in terms of our curse amount. See, I did a spin attack after that enemy started launching their initial attack. I thought I was definitely going to be far enough away from them, but they just followed me the whole way. My primary mode of operation in these fights is just remove as many enemies as I can from the field as quickly as I can. And that works with some weapons and it doesn't work with other weapons. As I explore more weapons, I feel like I need to be more cognizant of the fact that it's not going to be a viable strategy with every weapon, and decide which weapons, you know, I might want to do something different with, such as try and corral most of the enemies to the middle of the arena and start using area of effect attacks to start peppering them down, or, you know, parry more commonly. Also possible. Base damage of this weapon is increasing per percentage of my lost HP, so it's almost always doing 50% more damage right now. On, get him. Got him. I do pretty desperately need to actually score some of the healing here. There we go. All right, that was a good bloodlust room right there. This is too small of an impact compared to everything else that I have. Despite it being good, it's not better than anything that I'm currently holding. Level 5. Oh. So all I gotta do is perfect roll through a couple of this guy's attacks. That doesn't feel too bad. This feels quite likely. Still only a 20% chance afterwards. This really doesn't feel like too much damage, but that's just because I have no crit plans or anything like that. I also don't have many damage modifying relics. Most of them are based around sustainability. Yeah, I think that's the 4th time that I've rolled through one of his perfects, but it's at the very least the 3rd. There we go, that's the 4th or 5th. Charge. There we go, that's the 5th. At the absolute least. So we must have met the condition. Perfect rolling through those charges. 20% chance for the shield. Bloodlust is actually pretty important. It gets less important over the course of this floor. I'm going to want to be able to heal from a relic or something like that later on, especially. 25% on poison attacks. I don't really use poison at all. 9 perception. Also not really that relevant to us. It's like they're healing that too. So what I'm really looking here for is the ability to upgrade my weapon 2 more times. Fight the final boss with just Sveltalot's blade being... Sveltalot's scepter being particularly powerful. Do I want to go to a relic super early on? No, I can just reroll hard in the final relic room, I think. Some braziers are now burning with the dark fire and cannot be lit. want to just be... Gosh. I did one hit, and then I tried to roll away, and it still got me. And that was a non-elite version of that enemy. Ugh. Negative 24 corruption, though. Hey, that's pretty good. Just unfortunate, so it's also tied to 7 decks, which I also want. It's tied to 7 decks. 7 decks is pretty big. It's 14% extra damage. Like, it's pretty big. Nifty. Hid the mine directly below a gold stack. I like the ingenuity. Oh, come on! I actually couldn't avoid that. Like, I literally have to instantly roll away after he starts doing that attack if I want to not die instantly. So rude. My 12% healing there. And negative 12 corruption immediately thereafter. That's a much more suitable amount of negative corruption. Wastes only 2. So I should be able to buy one of the cursed weapon upgrades manually. Which should mean I only have to pay for one with... Can you? I tried real hard. Come on! I can't have been that off with a... I have a shield as well this... I don't understand. What? Ultimately, I would like to submit to the jury the following. Please make sure to deliberate long and heavy on the supplied statement from the defendant. I mean, despite everything, our health is doing okay because we had to build specifically around the idea of like a lot of anti-attrition. Come on. I do wonder how the boss fight's really gonna go here, but only way to find out is to do it, I guess. Well, no real hint which direction I ought to go there. Nope. Immediately roll away from the baby. I've learned my lesson many times over. I'm glad that didn't hit me. That would have felt real bad. Take my 24% max HP there. Would have been 12, but I have a 100% extra modifier. And again, another 24. This is back to full HP. I will want to try and pick up a 4th curse before I finally go to the boss fight. How am I parrying the elite better than I'm parrying the basic? That makes no sense. What do you got down over here? Ooh, another fully formed chest for us. Baby. And again, go back to full HP. I guess we'll go to the challenge, yeah. Why not? Seems good enough for us. Seems a good way to get some corruption removal as well. I keep getting staggered. There you go. I'm actually amazed that that completed the room. God, we actually have like a really large amount of money as well. How is this working? Isn't the gameplay supposed to be that you don't get hit? Gosh. No! No, baby! No, baby! I still hate them so much. No, I don't like them more now that the elites are faster. Isn't that weird? An enemy that in base mode I thought already attacked way too fast to be fair. This one is a comment on game design. I'm so mad that I'm getting tilted. Away! I'm gonna get killed here now, aren't I? There we go, come on. Nope. Just like maybe I should have taken that instead of the greed kill drops of corruption. This should full heal me, right? Apparently not. 12% of the gold offering amount, 6,000. 12% of 6,000 is certainly a number. I'm certain it's a number. 1,000, right? And then plus 100% to healing effects. 2,000? Why do I not have 2,000 HP after that? The world may never know. But at least we're back in a healthy position, so I don't really have to be too aggrieved about it. Tell you one thing, no more babies. I'm gonna run over the other side of an arena if I see a baby at this point. I'm not going out like that. That's a baby. Hey! Not allowed to teleport, baby. Got him. As long as I single them out, I don't have to fight them alongside anyone else. But I also do need to kill them first when a bunch of enemies come upon me. So yeah, I can see the contradiction there. Actually managed to use that runic egg quite effectively there. Take these little bits of money and keep wandering onwards. There's got to be at least one more challenge room, right? There it is. Oh, God. There's a baby in the middle. There's also a elite blade master. I'm going here. There's no way this just allows us to leave, right? Each greed kill removes a corruption. 18% max health. Sure, this gives us 5 extra constitution over the Ring of Purity we already have, but I need that healing. Especially before I go into this room. Hey! Stop hitting me! It really feels like I don't do much damage for a weapon that I seem to have exclusively upgraded here. That's not a bad weapon, but the only weapons you really care about right now are the weapons that we go into the boss room with, so what I actually want to do there is take the Divine Favor and use that to reroll as many times as I would like here. Nothing can deal more than 265 damage to me if I have this. This is also 20% damage up for us. Interesting. Ooh, plus 40% Constitution, Dexterity, and Perception whilst under the final curse. If I had healing in the middle of a fight, I might actually take that, but I don't, so I won't. Perfect dodges restore 1 more stamina. That actually seems like a really good way to go as well. Plus 10 dex. Yep. Because we're going to be doing a decent amount of perfect dodges, even if we don't want to all the time in this final fight. The big reason for that is because you can parry the boss, sure, but you can't always afford to parry all of the boss's attacks, and especially... Taking the name of corruption there, I think, though. You especially can't always afford to parry their... Baby again! There's 2 babies on... There's 3 babies on... I'm not talking again until I kill him. I'm furious at this. I'm actually mad. No! This enemy is purely not enjoyable. There is nothing about them redeeming. I'm so sorry. I wish it weren't I wish it weren't so. Well, just gonna go into the boss fight with half HP. Oh, God. Maybe I should just buy an upgrade for something else for a heal. I think I have to. All right, boss. You and I. There's no babies in this room. Just the 2 of us. Tried to parry that last hit. Harry, better here. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I moved around him. Got him. Woo! All right. Yeah, we got the Hard Eagle Temple down. Cool. Happy about that. Not super thrilled with how much I complained over the course of the episode. I apologize about that. The babies were really getting on my nerve. They're just deep in there. Ugh. See, I took more damage than the Blade Masters, but those don't annoy me as much, because those feel like I can do something. You can't parry the baby. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Curse the Dead Gods. Hope you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content of the game, past, present, future, and hopefully we'll see you next time as we start our foray. Is it into the final? Oh no, there's 2 stages prior. Oh. Clovis's trial, challenge the champion of death. Strange. I don't even know what that's going to entail, but we will find out in the next episode. Until then, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.